You guys all introduce yourselves?
I'm Mrs. Ann Tornberg, the speech and debate coach and oral interp coach at Beresford High School and Middle School.
I'm Izzy Beeson. I'm a freshman.
I'm Emma Andrews. I'm also a freshman.
I'm Sophia Coe. I'm also a freshman.
So we got a freshman group here for the Oral Interp squad. Now, let's give a little bit for those who don't quite know what Oral Interp is. We'll give them a rundown of what you think is like something they should know.
There are 7 events that we compete in with the South Dakota High School Activity Association. Each of those events, well, 6 of them are 10 minutes long, and one is 5 minutes. That's storytelling. And it is performance of something that is from literature written by someone else.
Okay.
Like there's poetry, or you could do prose, which is something written in paragraph form.
Or you could do humorous interp or dramatic interp.
Yeah, and what else?
Duet.
Oh, duet. Reader's
Duet's
theater.
fun.
Reader's theater's like, was it 3 to 6 people?
So 5 of the 7 events are solo performances. 1 of the 7 is duet acting, 2 people together doing a humorous or a serious duet acting piece. And 1 is reader's theater, which is 3 to 6 individuals, still a 10-minute performance. But that was written by our own group, and the 3 of them were on the state superior reader's theater.
I think it was pretty fun to write the script and play with the blocking.
Oh yeah, a lot. And just the aspect of like making your own characters and adding your own personal touch to the script really adds a lot of fun to the program.
Now, since you guys are all in, I know you guys are on different events, so why don't you give your events?
I do storytelling and dramatic interp, and then I also do informative speech and public forum for debate.
And reader's theater.
In my 3 years in oral interp, I've competed in all the categories except for humor. So I'll have to try that eventually. This year I competed in non-original oratory, which is a non-original speech about a topic to inform. And I also competed in duet acting with Sophia and Raiders Theater.
I've been doing oral interp for 2 years, and I've done humor, poetry, and duet, and reader's theater. I did duet with Emma this year. It was pretty fun.
Okay, so from my experience, oral interp's sometimes a hectic thing where you're running around a random school where you have no idea what you're doing. Do you guys have like a specific way that you like to calm yourself down in the hallways of some random school that you go to every week?
So funny story, we were at Brookings, right?
Yes, it was Brookings.
Yeah, and we were waiting for our reader's theater round to start, and we were with Sunshine Bible Academy. They had 3 people, and Sophia just randomly started singing the Star Spangled Banner, and then
And then the Sunshine Bible kids started singing with us, and I think it was just a performing arts kid thing.
Oh,
but
yeah.
The acoustics sounded good, and Izzy had a video of it.
yeah, it was really cool. Just the aspect of making friends without even talking to people is literally amazing. Like, we also have friends from Esteline Hendricks, and we only talked to them for 5 minutes, and now we go to them after every round and talk to them. So it's really fun.
So the bonding here in Oral Interp is a great way to connect to people. So for anyone who is interested in trying, what is some words of encouragement to push them into it?
I think that definitely a big part of oral interp is just be weird.
Absolutely. Most, if not all, oral interpreters are just really friendly, and even if you don't do good in your actual rounds, you'll make a ton of friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I've only been in oral interp for less than 9 months, and I've already made so many friends just because I started talking to people.
I think also going back to the original question, oral interp is definitely a way to express emotions that are not always appropriate at certain times, whether it's super funny or super dramatic or something very lyrical. And I think it's a gateway to express different emotions, and we love it.
Yeah, definitely.
I will just add that all 3 of these 9th graders did go to the national tournament as middle schoolers, and so Sophie and Emma and Izzy all joined a total group of 13 Beersford Middle School and High School students at the Nationals in Phoenix last June. It was a great experience to take all of those kids that far. And we started the Beersford Middle School chapter just a couple of years ago. So like you're a junior, but we didn't have a middle school chapter when you started as a ninth grader. So all of these students come in with points from their middle school years. And we have one of the biggest middle school programs in the whole Midwest. Right now we have 38 students in the Beersford Middle School, and that's just 7th and 8th graders right now. We don't bring the 6th graders in the program until late March of 2024. So that number will go up by maybe 20 more kids. There's a lot of middle school students, and it's a good feeder program, but more than that, it's a great learning experience for middle school kids.
Okay, now I know you guys are all excited. You guys have all done well this year. So mostly you guys are superior winners through most of your stuff. When's the time frame for state and nationals? Does it change from when you're normally in the like the beginning of the season? Does your attitude change? Do you get like a game face when you enter the first states and nationals?
Yeah,
It's like any other sport.
I think for the tournaments, like just the ones we did during season, it was a lot more friendly, but for state and last year for nationals, we were all a lot more competitive.
Yeah, I think everything that we do is to prepare for state and for nationals. So when that time rolls around, we all get a little hectic and excited.
Yeah, sure, it's a little scary, but just the aspect that you try your best, and if you don't make it to nationals, that's okay. You tried your best, and you're still really good, like no matter what happens.
Interp is the biggest speech program in the state of South Dakota, and there are 3 classification AA schools that go automatically to the state festival, and those are the biggest 16 schools in South Dakota. Then in the middle, we're Class A. We have to qualify by winning at a region tournament to go to state, and then there's Class B schools, and the bulk of the schools, the majority, are Class B. They have to win at a district and then win at region to get to state. But when we do go to our national qualifying tournament to try to get to nationals, that's in February of every year. Then everybody's together. There's no Class B, Class A, or AA. We're the best 3 kids, no matter what size school they come from, in humorous interp and dramatic and duo and something called program interp. Those are the interpers that represent South Dakota at the national tournament in June.
I don't think I have any other questions. You guys have anything else you want to say for anyone who is listening to this right now?
Join Oral Interp. It's a very, very good skill to have, and you really, really boost your public speaking skills, and it looks good on college resumes too.
Well, I'll ask them to share what season we're in now, the speech and debate season, and what that's like. That started in November and won't end until March.
So after the oral interp season is over and the state competition kind of ends, that we do have our national qualifying tournament in February. So we're not quite done yet, but now we've switched over into the speech and debate events. So it turns a little bit more away from the oral interp events, obviously, and now we're doing things like informative speaking, original oratory, we have extemp speaking, so just different events, and debate right now is big for us.
Right, two kinds.
PF, Public Forum, which is a partner debate, and LD, Lincoln Douglas, which is a solo debate.
Now, have you guys done any debate? I know Emma has, but let's hear some debates experience.
I do public forum debate, and it's really fun because it really builds like the aspect of like having to work together. Like I'm normally like a work by yourself person, and debate really builds the skill of working with other people.
Absolutely. Me and Izzy were public forum partners for most of the season, and we really learned how to work around each other and what works best, and I think that helps. And debate also helps with like public speaking and making stuff up on the spot, like writing a speech. I thought it was good for all of us.
It's a great experience.
I think anybody that tells you that debate is easy or any of the oral interp events is absolutely a liar. It's not easy, but I mean we work hard. We spend lots of time and we find evidence and we write cases and we build speeches and we grow as a community and
Yeah.
grow together.
It's one of the most important skills for their future, and it's called analytical learning. You have to analyze what you read, you have to process it, you have to put it in words so that it can be part of the debate. And analytical thinking is definitely a higher level of thinking, which makes it more challenging, but they were so modest, they didn't add that they were undefeated at a couple tournaments, and everybody that was on the squad had a winning record. You know, including, we've got a 7th grader doing Lincoln Douglas debate and 2 8th graders doing LD as well. And then the high school students, even though they're young, they're 9th graders, they're all in public forum.
Takes me back to my debate class days when I was struggling to find any information about cryptocurrency. Now, why don't you guys tell me about what's the, how should I describe it? What's the thing for this year? Yeah, topic, there we go. I couldn't think of the word.
This year, 2023, it's the, what is it, the
Forgiveness
resolution?
of student debt loans.
Thank you. Yeah, so,
The federal government, whether or not they should forgive student debt loans. We have one more tournament left in that. It's called the Novice Championship in early January, the first Saturday in January. We're
That's
going
in
to Millbank.
Millbank,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're taking a big road trip to go to Millbank.
fun. Yay!
And then after that, they do switch the topic. So the next topic will be something about the environment, and that won't actually be published until January 1st. So we don't know the exact wording yet. But schools and students all over the nation are voting between 2 options. One is getting rid of single-use plastics, like water bottles. And the other one is about preserving the rainforest in Brazil. So one of those 2 topics will be second semester.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
Yeah, and the Lincoln Douglas, these ladies don't do LD, but the Lincoln Douglas topic right now is on whether or not there should be a national service program in the United States. Everybody should give a year or so to the nation. And the topic that's coming up will be about military aid in North Africa and West Asia and the Middle East. So it'll be very timely to talk about that for our LDers as well.
Okay, we got anything we want to add about the debate scene?
I think that debate, even though I'd say it's harder than oral interp, it's still super fun and you just get so much out of it. And I think everyone who has the opportunity to do it absolutely should.
We offer a class, and so it's first semester every year, and so we hope students will get into class next year. High school class, 9 through 12. I have 2 middle school classes on the wheel. One was first quarter, and another one is starting in January, and that'll be third quarter on the wheel.
Okay, that will be all. Thank you, ladies, for the interview.